wouldn't have to be very high powered one. Right? Powered.
Tired.
Powered. You wouldn't have to be very high powered.
Okay, y'all, we know that some people are not ready for fall yet, but whether or not you are ready for fall, pumpkin season is here because Dunkin' already has their pumpkin spice lattes back. Starbucks is getting theirs on Tuesday. Pumpkin is everywhere in the grocery store. Pumpkin is even at Tractor Supply.
So if they do it, then we can do it. We can do it if they do it. If they do it, we can do it. I mean, it's
5 of our favorite pumpkin recipes coming your way right now. What are we making this morning, Mr. Man?
Pumpkin cinnamon roll.
We're making quick pumpkin cinnamon rolls. All right, we start with 3 cups of all-purpose flour, okay?
Let me pick which one.
Okay.
Big one, like this.
Okay, we need one of those of the flour. Let me scoot it over closer for you. He wanted to help me make these this morning, so he woke up bright and early, didn't he?
Yeah. You spilled some.
That's okay. And then we need 1 cup. So we got 3 cups total, right?
Uh-huh. Oh,
Gently,
mixing.
yeah, very gently fluff it up, okay? Now we gotta leave the flour out because we might need a little bit more of it when the dough starts mixing. So we'll just set it over to the side. And we'll need it to roll out our dough when it gets ready.
Wait, we're making dough?
Yeah, we're making cinnamon roll dough. We need a 1/4 cup of sugar.
I
There you
fluffened it up.
Mm-hmm. Keep fluffing it.
Now am I going to mix it up with the sugar?
Mm-hmm. We need the sugar again in a minute too for the filling, so we'll leave it over to the side. And the brown sugar's for the filling, so we'll put it over to the side. We need 1/2 teaspoon of salt in there. Ooh, you still sleepy?
No.
There you go, 1/2 teaspoon of salt.
I'm done.
We need a tablespoon of pumpkin pie spice. Now I used all my pumpkin pie spice the other day when we made the
So we buy more.
pumpkin scones, I think. And Ingalls didn't have any pumpkin pie spice, so we're just gonna make our own real quick, and I'm just gonna mix it into this little tablespoon.
Can I do one?
But I'll put a recipe down below for y'all. Yeah, you hold that. And I'm gonna put the spices in here, okay? We're gonna start with the nutmeg.
Do we put in this now?
Yep, we put a little bit of that in. Let Mama scoop it though, because this is really
I just opened it.
pretty strong. This is the ground clove. You don't like the smell of it? That's okay. They're pretty strong.
I just coughed too much.
Okay. A little bit of ginger.
I love the smell of that.
Yeah, it smells pretty good. Now the cinnamon. We know we like the smell of cinnamon, right?
Yeah.
It's mostly cinnamon with a little bit of ginger, cloves, and nutmeg in there. Now you pour it in and fluff it up. We'll leave all this out because we need cinnamon.
I found out a good idea.
You did?
Uh-huh.
What is it?
I already told you.
Oh, the pumpkin cinnamon rolls. Yes,
Yeah.
you did. You found out a good idea. We're going to leave all that out because we need it for the filling too. Now, you keep fluffing that. I'm going to come over here to the mixer. Over here we have 1/2 cup of milk and 1/2 stick of melted butter. We're going to pour that into the mixing bowl. And it's just warm. I warmed it up in the microwave to melt the butter and warm up the milk, so it's not too hot. Now we're going to put in this 1 pack of rapid rise yeast.
Right now.
I'm going to stir that around just a little bit. Alright, now we add this in with this, and we're gonna start mixing it up. Okay, let me find my dough hook attachment real
I'll hold
quick.
this.
Okay.
Wait, we're going to make the dough now?
Yeah.
Go ahead and put some of this in that.
Here, I'll try to scoot it over a little closer to you. There you go. Very good. You can just, it don't matter if it hits this, that's fine. Everybody's gonna be happy when they wake up and see we made them some pumpkin cinnamon rolls, aren't they?
Yeah. Maybe we should pour in the whole entire bowl.
All right, now it's gonna start mixing the dough. You ready?
Which one should I give it to?
Start out right here with just number 2, and then we'll go a little faster. We're putting in 1 egg and 3/4 of a cup of canned pumpkin. You can kind of bang it on. There you go. You got it. Now we start it back up. All right, you can go a little faster. I'm going to scrape down the sides a little bit, and we're probably going to need about 1/4 to 1/2 cup more flour. We'll see once I scrape it down here how the dough looks. Yeah, see how it's not wanting to form the dough ball? We're going to put in about 1/4 cup more flour and see if that gets us where we need to be. Go faster. There you go. You're smelling good, ain't that?
Yeah. I'm on number 2 instead of 4.
Okay, go to 4.
6.
Yep, there you go. Just putting a little bit of oil on our bowl so when we put the dough in, it doesn't want to stick to the sides of it. You just kind of have to go with your own judgment on how much of that flour to add, y'all, because I still ended up having to add a little bit more. You want the dough to pull away from the sides of the bowl and not really stick to your hands when you touch it, but still feel sticky. So, see how that's not sticking right now? My hands are a little messy because I was mixing it, but you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's how we want it. We're going to cover it with this towel, and we'll make the filling while the dough is resting.
I thought I washed my hands so they can be clean.
Forgot about my coffee right here.
Yeah, I almost forgot about it. Coffee smells so good. Mom did this to make the pumpkin cinnamon rolls.
Making pumpkin cinnamon rolls.
For the filling, we need 1/4 cup of sugar. Now we need 1/4 cup of brown sugar. We'll just eyeball this one. I'll just scrape it down in there, okay?
Yeah, that's what we will do.
That's what we will do. There we go.
Now,
You can use that pumpkin spoon to start stirring it up there. A tablespoon of just cinnamon. So I'm going to eyeball that in here, Meanie Mac.
just keep on mixing that.
Yeah, you just keep on mixing it. And we need another tablespoon of the pumpkin pie spice. So I'm just going to do the same thing I did a minute ago. Okay, the dough should be finished resting. You think it's done?
Take this off.
Yep, it's done resting.
Yeah.
Now this is the fun part. Yep, you got it? All right, now put it down right there.
Okay.
There we go, very good. Let's move this bowl out of our way. There you go. Okay, we are ready to spread the butter on. We're going to take it, and I'm just going to drizzle what did melt, because some of it melted, and we'll get a brush and brush this on.
This is how we make cinnamon rolls.
And then we'll rub the rest of it on here.
Now you gotta wash your hands. Because I'm doing this. It's just like Play-Doh, Mama. Hey, Doc. I'm helping Mama make the pumpkin cinnamon rolls.
Now we sprinkle our filling all over the top. we have a cup of powdered sugar. We're gonna put in a teaspoon of maple syrup, about half a teaspoon of cinnamon, and we'll start with a tablespoon of milk. You can also use heavy cream, but we're out, so we're using milk.
This is gonna be like a little
Icing for the cinnamon rolls, yeah. We'll definitely need some more of that milk.
You definitely want to do stuff like this on Saturday mornings because it really just wakes up the whole family.
Oh yeah.
Wake up world.
Okay.
That's looking good.
Yep. Might have gotten it a little too, let me put a little bit more powdered sugar in there. I got it a little too thin.
Okay.
This is how you
Thicken
do
it up just a little bit.
Now we'll let them cool down just a little bit more and then we pour this over the top.
You ready for one?
Did you see them, Manny? Look at those.
Oh,
He's still playing with the leftover dough.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, jump. Can you believe that?
And they look like bumblebees.
Don't get no better. That joker's good.
Kind of melts in your mouth a little bit.
It does. Right when you said that, it started. That's crazy.
It does. I already tasted one, y'all.
Wow.
All right, y'all. Just a little bit after 12 o'clock, we're gonna try pumpkin tiramisu. We're starting with a cup and a half of heavy cream. And I'm gonna go ahead and start whipping this a little bit. And then we'll add in the other stuff before it gets fully whipped up. Okay, we're gonna put in this whole container of mascarpone cheese. It's a delicious, creamy, spreadable cheese for bagels, toast, and tiramisu.
Can I have some sit in the hot part yet?
Yes, you sure can. Now, I've had this sitting out for a little while, so it's nice and soft.
Got my stool ready.
Okay.
That ain't a lot of cream. That ain't a lot of cream. It's not?
We're putting in 1 tablespoon of instant coffee. Hang on, let me get down here at the bottom where it's ground up a little better there. I actually might need to chop this up a little more. This is a little bit too... See, it has too many big bits in it. I want it to be more powdery. I had to use my food chopper to grind it up a little bit because it was a little bit too many big pieces. I wanted it to be more powdery. And this particular instant coffee wasn't powdery enough. Got to get all this out of here. There we go. Okay.
Now which number do you want
First,
it to be?
put it on number 2 first, and then we'll move
This
it on
one's
up.
number 2? Okay.
Yep.
Oh, that actually looks like ice cream.
Now we're putting about 1/8 of a teaspoon of vanilla, so just a drop there. 1/4 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. We're gonna eyeball that too, Manny Mac. We need 1/2 cup of powdered sugar. You got it?
Yeah.
Very good, thank you, sir. One more thing in here. 1/2 cup of pumpkin puree. We had some in this jar still, so we're gonna use up the rest of that. Now we're just gonna do this on low, okay?
Okay.
So put it on number 2. Oh, that's okay, I got it, thank you.
Is that the right one?
Okay, y'all, I feel like it needed a little bit more heavy cream and a little more powdered sugar. So I added probably about 1/2 cup of heavy cream more. It was just a little too thick, and about 1/4 cup more powdered sugar. Now we're ready. For this next part, you need about 2 cups of strong coffee. We make ours strong, so this is just what we had left over from this morning. And we need lady fingers. So we're just gonna take them, dip them in the coffee, and it does not take long because because it starts soaking up the coffee real quick, y'all. So you dip them fast, it soaks it up just so quick. And we put them straight over here in the casserole dish. This is, I think this is an 8.5 by 8.5. Yeah, you just do a quick dip because it does not take them long to soak that coffee up. Okay, this one we'll have to break in half to fit right here. Okay, now we're going to spread half of our mixture over the top of these. I already tasted the cream part here. It's really good, y'all. It's the perfect amount. I mean, it's just like a hint of pumpkin in there.
Daddy's home.
It's great. I'm making this early because it needs to go in the refrigerator for at least 3 hours. 6 would really be best, but at least 3, which ours will be in there for about 6 before we eat it. Now we just repeat. Now this is going to go in the refrigerator. I'm going to cover it with some plastic wrap. When we get ready to eat it, we'll sprinkle some cinnamon over the top. And that's it. Very easy, but very delicious. And it definitely sounds like and looks like it's like a fancy dessert, you know?
Kind of got a coffee thing going.
Yeah, that's what tiramisu is, the coffee dessert, but this is a pumpkin.
Oh, that's a tiramisu? Mm-hmm. Okay. Folks, I don't know stuff about desserts. I know how to eat them. That's really good.
We're about to make a pumpkin cheesecake. We're singing at a church in the morning, and it's their, I can't remember if it's their homecoming. I think it's their homecoming, I'm pretty sure. It's either homecoming or Pastor Appreciation Day. We have some of Sissy's cupcakes left, and I'm gonna make this pumpkin cheesecake. They told us we don't have to bring anything, of course, because we're gonna be the ones singing and all, but I always feel bad because there's a lot of us. I feel bad not to bring anything, so we're gonna bring this, and like I said, Sissy has some of her cupcakes left. She wants to bring those. So this is really easy. The cheesecake itself is a no bake, but we need to bake our pie shell, so I'm gonna put it in the oven while we make the filling. Alright, so for the filling, we're gonna start by just whipping up this heavy cream. I'm gonna put in about 2 cups. I think that was almost a cup left in that carton. About a cup. So I'm going to start whipping this, and I'll add in a little bit of sugar, and then we'll test it and see if we need to add a little more. I need to get my whisk attachment. And I'm going to put in a teaspoon of vanilla. Okay, so we put the sugar in. I'm going to put a teaspoon of vanilla and about 1/4 of a cup of this canned pumpkin. It's not pumpkin pie filling, it's just pumpkin. And we're going to put 1/2 block of softened cream cheese. Vanilla, pumpkin. The last thing we have to put in is 1/2 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. So I'm going to let this start mixing up, and we'll add that in as it's mixing. Got another thunderstorm out there. Alright, we're going to taste it and see if we need any more sugar in there. That's it, y'all. That's perfect. It's not too sweet. There's just a little bit of pumpkin, and it's really just kind of light and fluffy because it's mostly the whipped cream, not a lot of cream cheese. If you want it more cream cheesy, you can just, you know, put a whole block in there. That's it. When the crust is done and cools down, we'll just put this in there, cover it with some plastic wrap, and it's going in the refrigerator, ready to go. If we didn't have to bake the crust, it would be like a 5-minute pumpkin cheesecake. You can adjust the amount of sugar you put. If you want it sweeter, add a little more sugar. It's just like those no-bake cherry pies and all that we do, where you just do the basic cream cheese, whipped cream. We normally use Cool Whip for those. Homemade whipped cream though, it's always better. But it's just the cream cheese, whipped cream, sugar, and that's just the basic recipe. Maybe a little vanilla. Then you can put whatever kind of pie filling on top. Cherry, blueberry, strawberry. It's also the way we make the peanut butter one. But like instead of using pumpkin pie spice, we would have just put peanut butter in here. It's wonderful. Alright, now we just wait on the pie crust. So I just looked at the weather because it's, you know, pretty crazy out there. And it said heavy and torrential downpours at times. That a torrential one is happening right now.
Alright everybody, we're back from the horse sale.
Titus taste tested this for me. Tell him what you think
I
about it.
think it's delicious.
It's really light and fluffy.
Yeah, it's got a good feel to it. It wouldn't be hard to eat a big piece.
I'm calling it a whipped pumpkin cheesecake.
I like it.
We're about to make a pumpkin pecan cobbler. This is kind of like the chocolate cobbler that we make, where you mix everything together, put some stuff on top, and then you pour hot water over the top of it, and it looks like you're making a disaster, but you're not. It turns out to be beautiful. That's what's gonna happen with this. Do I have enough flour in here? I think I need to go get some more flour real fast. I'm gonna get all the ingredients together, and then I'll show you how to do it. It's really easy. Oh, and we need to preheat the oven to 350. Oh yeah, I'm going to get some more flour. I'll be back. We got the flour. Let me grab some baking powder. I'll get everything set up and then we'll be ready. We need brown sugar, cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves, and ginger. We might be leaving the ginger out. It's okay if we... Oh, I found it. Trying to hide ginger. Butter, milk, and pumpkin. I have this pumpkin left from the big can that we used the other day for the... whatever the last pumpkin thing was we made. Okay, I'm melting the butter real quick. We just need a 1/4 cup and a tablespoon of milk. Whoops. I'm gonna go ahead and spray the casserole dish too, that way we have it ready to go when we get this all mixed up. We'll start with this bowl. We're gonna put a cup and 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. 2, 3. We'll just whisk that around a little bit and break up any big clumps. We need 2 teaspoons of baking powder. 2/3 of a cup of sugar. A teaspoon of cinnamon. 1/2 teaspoon of ginger. We'll just eyeball it. A 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. A 1/4 teaspoon of cloves, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Okay, we'll mix all this together. Alright, we're going to pour in the milk, and we're going to put in the 1/4 cup of melted butter, and we need a teaspoon of maple syrup. We'll go ahead and pour this into the casserole dish, and I think this one is deep enough that we're not going to need to put this on a baking sheet while it bakes, but I'll keep a watch on it and see. If it looks like it's going to overflow, we'll put it on a baking sheet, but I think it's going to be fine. Now for the topping, we need 1/2 cup of sugar and 1/2 cup of brown sugar, a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1/3 of a cup of pecans chopped. So I'm going to chop some of these up a little smaller real quick. Y'all, one of the main ingredients to this pumpkin pecan cobbler is pumpkin, and I forgot to put it in there. So we're gonna add 1/2 cup of pumpkin now in here. I think it'll be fine. We can mix it in there. It's fine. We'll just eyeball 1/2 cup here. This is real, y'all. It's what happens. I just completely overlooked the pumpkin. We'll mix that in real quick. Sometimes things like that happen. You just fix it, you know? And nobody will ever know that you forgot the pumpkin. There you go. See? It never happened. Now we'll have more of a pumpkin swirl. Look, that's prettier anyway. Okay, back to the pecans. There we go. We'll mix this all together. And we're gonna put it on top of the now pumpkin mixture right here. And then we're just gonna heat up 1.5 cups of hot water in the microwave and pour it right over the top. What's gonna happen when this bakes up is this mixture is gonna turn into like a really caramelly wonderfulness. It'll be great. So we just pour this hot water over the top, and you're gonna be tempted to stir it, but don't stir it. You just pour this over, and it's going in the oven. I know, it looks like you just messed it up, but trust me, you did not mess it up. It's going in here at 350 for 40 minutes. I'll check it at 20 like I said, and I'm pretty sure our dish is deep enough that we won't have to worry about any overflow, but if you have a shallow dish, you might want to put it on a baking sheet when you put it in the oven. I'm gonna make a maple whipped cream. I just put some heavy cream in there and we'll put a little bit of maple syrup and whip it up. Pumpkin pecan cobbler.
Pumpkin pecan cobbler.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's really good, baby. That's as fall as them blowing them leaves.
Right.
Wow, that's as good as it gets.
Yeah. How is the
Super. It's the texture of it's great. It's real smooth, creamy. Mm-hmm. And those little pecans in there are good. And I love that whipped cream.
Oh my goodness.
That's great, ain't it?
Yes, it is.
That is really good. I'm not kidding.
If y'all make this, tell your granny to hide.
Yeah, that's really good. I'm not kidding you.
That's amazing, y'all. The breading up under almost gets like a dumpling texture. And then, you got that caramel sauce that it made in there that you drizzle over the top. See that?
Good.
Wonderful. Y'all need to make this. Make this one weekend this November. Oh my goodness, when you get a pecan.
Yeah.
What?
Really good.
Y'all, please make this. Make this for your family. They will love you. I went out to the yard and picked one of the white pumpkins. We're gonna make a white pumpkin pie. I didn't know we had so many.
Got the Christmas music playing back there. We got the pumpkin coming in half here.
I thought we only had 2 white pumpkins out there. We had 3. I hope this will be enough. I need 2 cups.
Keep the seeds, baby. I'm gonna eat these seeds.
Okay. Do you think this will be making 2 cups, or do I need to cook 2 white pumpkins?
Probably need 2 of them, baby.
Okay. Would you like to go pick the other one?
In the pumpkin patch?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
You ever been dreaming of a white pumpkin pie? I'm dreaming of a white pumpkin pie.
How about
I'll go into Elvis mode
now.
now. See, what you do is make you a little line all the way around.
Right. You're telling that pumpkin.
I'm training this pumpkin right now.
Oh, I think Daddy got this one off the front porch. That was my favorite one. I didn't want to do it yet.
Can I do this one?
Yeah.
Ew, pumpkin smoothie decorated?
I can fit these all on here. It's not gonna matter if they kind of lean on each other a little bit. Snack time for the cheese monster.
La, la, la.
So now we're just gonna take a brush and some oil and brush over our pumpkins, the tops of them, well the outsides of them. Brush this over. I've got the oven preheating to 375. I think it's ready. And these are gonna bake in there for 1 hour. All right, pumpkins are done. So I'm gonna let them cool just a little bit and then we'll scrape out the insides to make the puree. Now that I'm looking at this, 1 pumpkin would have been enough, but I'm just gonna use the other one to make a crustless pumpkin pie too. So we're gonna make 1 in crust and 1 no crust. So if you wanna try a crustless pie, we made a crustless pumpkin pie. I think it was a pumpkin one a few years ago. Might not have been a pumpkin one. I think it was pumpkin, but we made some kind of crustless pie. You can almost, it's so tender, you can just scoop it out with this measuring cup. The chickens will also love these pumpkin skins if Miss Turkey will let them have some. We'll give them some separate. We've got our 4 cups of pumpkin puree ready there. I am going to strain these with my little strainer. We'll do that when we get ready to mix it in the bowl. We'll pour it through this over the sink and let all the liquid drain out and then add it into the bowl. We'll do the crustless one first. And I'm going to bake it in this little aluminum pie pan. These are left over from Pie Day last year. This is kind of like a Pie Day preview. I've never had a white pumpkin one, so I wanted to try it, you know, before adding it into the pie lineup. I'm gonna go ahead and strain the 2 cups of pumpkin. We'll use this one for the no crust one. You can see, I don't know if y'all, yeah, you can see it dripping out there. So I'm just gonna stir it and kind of mash it and get all that out of there. We'll dump this into the bowl now. For this one, we need 3 eggs. And we need half a cup of honey, so I'm going to spray my measuring cup just so this will slide right out of there easily. Okay, we're pouring in the honey.
What all's in the crustless one?
Eggs, pumpkin, honey, milk, maple syrup.
Maple syrup?
And pumpkin pie spice, yeah. A tablespoon of maple syrup. And we need a cup of milk. Can you hand me the milk?
Sure I can.
Come in here and I will get you doing something. This isn't in the recipe, but I kind of feel like adding in some of that egg white powder might.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I think we're gonna add about a tablespoon of that in here.
That just kind of helps bind it, you know, bind it together.
I think just about a tablespoon of it will work, and we need 2 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice. Okay, there's 2 teaspoons of the pumpkin pie spice.
That probably puts a little bit of a browner color to it too. See there? Mm-hmm. I just said that before I seen that swirl start, and I knew it would.
Yeah. Now, when we get
Mom,
ready...
why don't we put a meringue on the top of this one? If I do a meringue, can we put a meringue on the top of this one?
Well, Daddy...
I don't care. I'll do it. If I do the meringue...
You do it.
If I
he
do
leaves
it...
the G out for meringue.
If I do that meringue... Can I do it?
Yeah, you can do it, yeah.
Folks, I'm gonna do it for you. This will be the
do
first one you've ever seen, crustless and meringue on top, probably. That's gonna be a big crust now. That's gonna be a thick crust.
Well, it's no crust. What you mean?
Is the pumpkin in there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought that was gonna be the crust, and I was like, what? And then we're gonna put this? Is this pumpkin?
No,
this is the white pumpkin?
That's pumpkin. This is for the one with the crust.
Okay, I thought that was gonna be the crust,
No,
and that was gonna be, I was like, what?
We're gonna put it on a pan, so it'll be easier to put in here.
How will the meringue go on, Mama, if we...
You don't do the meringue until after this is done.
Really?
Yeah, when this is done, then we'll spread the meringue on top and put it back in just for about 5 minutes or so.
Okay. Uh-oh, y'all, I spilled some of mine. Sorry, y'all. Lord have mercy.
Here, I got you right here. I got you.
Sorry, Mama.
That's okay.
Thank you for being such a good sport about this.
Okay, now it's going in the oven. And you know what? It won't take me long to mix up this next one. So here in a minute, I am gonna up the temperature to 400. And we're gonna bake them at 400 for just 15 minutes. And then we'll turn it down to 350 for the rest of the cook time.
Don't you love the holidays?
Oh yes, be careful.
Lots of baking going on. Now I'm gonna go with the meringue, Mama. How many
No,
eggs?
Daddy, no, you don't need to do that until.
Mama, I'm ready, baby. Put me
I know
in the
you're
game.
ready, but that has to bake for an hour and 15 minutes.
When do I do the meringue?
You'll whip up the meringue whenever that gets done. While
Okay.
Yes.
So I'll come back.
You got plenty of time. Now for the crust one, let me put my pie crust in my pie plate first. Get that part done. If you're new and don't know what Pie Day is, that's when we bake all of our holiday pies for the whole holiday season. I was planning on doing it earlier this week, but it didn't happen. So hopefully we'll get to it early next week because I'm not exactly sure what's going to be going on this weekend, but it's coming soon. We bake all the pies for Thanksgiving, Christmas. We normally have a couple left over by the time New Year's Eve and New Year's Day gets here. I'm just using a store-bought crust.
Mama, are you gonna do a meringue on this one too?
No, this one's gonna have whipped cream, homemade whipped cream. Now, we don't have to pre-bake this crust for this pie, so we're just gonna sit it over to the side. We'll mix up the filling.
So that you've already cooked these pumpkins?
Yes, I cooked them in the oven for an hour.
I've never seen this done, really.
Daddy, you need to go watch some. Are you serious?
I'm talking about this kind of pie. It's been a while, I guess.
What?
Where was that?
Just not a white one.
I've never seen a.
Yeah,
I've never
done
seen a white one.
Oh, there's your song, Daddy.
What?
It's Elvis singing Blue Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay, here comes the pumpkin. This one gets 2 eggs and 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. And 1 teaspoon, only 1 teaspoon in this one, of pumpkin pie spice. And just a 1/4 cup of sugar. And that's it for this one. Really easy. We'll pour it into the crust and put it in the oven. And then I'll set a 15-minute timer. And in 15 minutes, we'll cut the heat down to 350.
Folks, that's what's happened to mine. It's almost like a little slice of pizza here.
There it is.
Oh, that's impressive right there now. The look of it.
It's fine. It looks good, Daddy.
You put some whipped cream on hers.
Yeah, I put some whipped cream. See
There
that?
it is. Right there.
Now we'll sprinkle a little cinnamon sugar on top.
Look, mine needs a little help, y'all. Y'all want me to help this thing out a little bit? I'm gonna sprinkle some sprinkles on mine. Look.
Sprinkles, no!
This ain't. What have I done? This is everything bagel seasoning. What? Mama. It does look good on there, though. So let's go ahead and try it.
No!
You know what I'm
Oh my
saying? Look at
goodness.
that.
Oh my goodness,
There's a lot
y'all.
of little bird seeds on there or something. All right, let me go get another piece and try this with the right sprinkles.
Cinnamon sugar going on top right
I
here,
made a
y'all.
mess with this thing.
I guess that one's good because Tyler has already cleared it out over there.
Look at mine. That ain't too bad.
Yeah.
It holds together really pretty good to be
Yeah,
crustless.
to be crustless it does, yeah.
That's really good. Now I got to bite of this one. That joker's better. I just put it where it's at. That thing's good.
But is that one good?
This
If
is
you-
good, yeah. It is. I mean, just flip my whole meringue off.